So I'm here on FYZZ, and I've teleported to Stormwind. My next milestone for FYZZ is actually 35, and last video I reached 32. At 34 I'm going to go and do the Mage quest. You see him behind me here. This is interesting. I've teleported here, moved forward a bit, and I'm watching how many people who have hearthed or teleported back just run straight over FYZZ. Some actually run around me or jump over me like that. It's interesting to see who thinks that's okay. And he's got around me. No, straight through. Okay, so while we were doing those quests, we picked up an old history book, which is a quest. And let's have a look at this quest. It's a short chain quest, but one that guides, and even if you're doing this thing naturally, you'll pick this thing up, you'll see turn into Stormwind, and then you're being sent off north. And if you pick this up when normally players tend to be doing the graveyard over in Duskwood, you're in your maybe in your early 20s, mid 20s, something like that. It's going to be a while before you get up north into the Southshore Hillsbrad kind of area, and so you'll just say, screw that, I'm not going to finish that off, and it's forgotten. It's just a little stub that nobody picks up. I thought, since I've just got a few levels to kill, let's do this chain. So we're going to do this chain right now. Return the book, The History of Stormwind, to the Stormwind Library. Although the cover of this book is marred by scratches and caked with mud, the words "The History of Stormwind." Look, there's one moving out the way. I hope you're watching. Who's jumping over me? Who's moving out the way? Is it more gnomes that go around me, or is it more other races or classes? What do you think? So, the words "History of Stormwind" can still be read along its spine. Upon opening the book, the seal of the Stormwind Library is clearly stamped on the book's first page. It looks like someone checked out this book and never returned it. So, what are we going to get? We're going to get 14 silver and a bit of XP for turning this in. So let's total that up as we go. And there's our hand in at Milton Sheaf. We're going to hand in an old history book at Stormwind. So we come up the main passageway and we take the first left and across over here. Let's go see. Here he is, so let's see what he's got to say. Oh, what's that old book you have here? Can I see it? Well, I brought it to you. He says, oh my, this book hasn't rested on these shelves since before the rebuilding of Stormwind years ago. So we're getting a bit of lore here. It will have to be restored, of course. It's in bad shape, but I would be honoured to place it within our rare books collection. Thank you, sir. Please accept this as payment for returning the book. So 14 silver and 1350 XP, thank you, I'll take that. Then he gives us Southshore. FYZZ, if you don't mind a long journey, then I have a task for you to again help Stormwind fill its library. The old kingdom of Alterac fell after the Great War, and it had a large collection of books. It's a tragedy that the city is ruined, but even more tragic is all of their knowledge lost. We must recover what we can. Southshore is the closest town to the ruins of Alterac. Go there, speak to Loremaster Dibbs. He can direct you to the ruins and to what books may be found there. Speak with Lordmaster Dibbs in Southshore. So at this point, normally, you might be 25. Are you going to go all the way up to Southshore at that point? Probably not. But I'm level 32. That seems like a more feasible prospect. So on this occasion, let's take the quest, see what we get. Of course, must remember that I've got Joyous Journeys, so my XP gains are increased by 50%. And this will only be around for about another 6 weeks. Today is August 17th, 2022, and of course we're going to be getting pre-patch in about 2 weeks' time, the end of August, and then a month of continuing Joyous Journeys where everyone will be getting that for leveling, and then it'll be gone once Wrath launches on September 26th, so life will be a bit different from that. We'll see a lot less of FYZZ from that point, but I won't abandon FYZZ. Oops, mount up. I'll be continuing the journeys of all my characters because I love it and because it's interesting. People will still want to level in this game of World of Warcraft, and there will be lots of returners as well who will be interested to see this stuff to get a reminder. But there will be videos about my Death Knight, of course, and I'm excited about that. So let's see what I've got. Flight pathway. So I've got nothing beyond Menethil. So even that, you're thinking, oh my god, how am I going to get there? Well, we're just going to do it the hard way. Oh. So I'm head to Menethil and then run all the way from Menethil to Southshore. I'll pick up the Alterac flight path on the way. Sorry, Arathi Highlands flight path on the way. And I'm also going to pick up another lost quest on the way there, and it's Sully's Letter. Now, it's one that I just really rather like because the background to it is that it's based on actual events that took place. Well, bye, Lunariana. It's been fun. So, that was a bit of a cosy flight alongside a night elf. So here we go. We're going to head up. First of all, our first stop will be the bridge between the wetlands and Arathi Highlands. And that bridge is known, as we all know, as the Thandol Span. Okay, so here we are at the Thandol Span, the bridge between wetlands here and Arathi Highlands there. We're down here. And what we're going to do here is, you can see, if you mouse on the map, it's not McCreel's Moonshine, that's a different thing. We might do that one, that's another forgotten quest that's not often done because it's difficult. But Sully Baloo's letter is there, the Waterlogged Letter. And it's hard to see and hard to find, and it involves you basically jumping off the bridge into the water. There's no actual path down, not an easy path down anyway, and finding it, swimming to it. So we're going to do that. Whee! And I've got an elixir of water breathing there, I always have them. So it's a dead dwarf down the bottom, and of course, as we know, Blizzard is kind of keen on dead dwarfs with things in their hands. And he's down here somewhere, it's quite hard to see. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Yeah, he's trapped on that rock, and in his hand there is the Waterlogged Letter. So you take the Waterlogged Letter. It's got a waterlogged envelope. This item begins a quest. Let's just take a look at it. Sully Baloo's letter. The waterlogged and war-torn envelope dissolves in your hands, leaving with you a few pages of a letter in your grasp, written with painstaking care. The letter is addressed to a Mrs. Sarah Baloo of Ironforge and begins, "My dear Sarah." Deliver Sully Baloo's letter to Sarah Baloo, and she's in Ironforge, so we can accept that and turn it in. Now, which is another reason people don't do this coming up, is getting out of here. So I'm going to slow fall just to make this a bit of a smoother exit. And we've got to go all the way over here, and you can see in the distance here it looks like that could be a road leading up. Well, it is. Unfortunately, it's leading up to a whole world of trouble because it leads up to a dwarf camp, and these dwarves are not friendly. Alliance dwarfs, they're angry. I think Darkine dwarfs, maybe. Not the friendly ones from retail that you can create now. So, ideally there, it's not that ridge there, it's this one. So what I'm going to do is mob train through them and hope not to die. You might want to take them on and kill them off. So let's see. So we go up this trail and we'll see them fairly soon. There's one that patrols back and forth here. And yeah, level 30, Dark Iron Bombardier. They're going to throw bombs, they're going to do all sorts. So I am getting out of there. The camp is full, they're all going to attack me. So you're going to head down this bridge and then back on your way. They're not happy to see me at all, those Dark Irons. So we'll carry on. Right, so through Arathi, and we'll stop off at the Arathi Highlands flight point, being careful not to run into the Forsaken Courier. Hello. The Forsaken Courier is the objective of a chain quest, which I'm going to do on FYZZ, but later on. Need to be about mid-30s for that one. But for some reason, you can never find them when you want them, and they patrol this road all the way from the Horde base here right the way through to Taran Mill on the other side in Hillsbrad. You can't find them when you need them, I'll tell you now. When you don't need them, they're always turning up. So gotta watch out for them. And they're going to come up this road and along here and back again eventually, unless somebody kills them. So just try not to run into them, because there is the Forsaken Courier and 4 or 5 bodyguards. So we're going to go down here to Refuge Point and pick up the flight path here. This will make life easier later on. 245 XP for discovery of Refuge Point. Griffin Master. So now we've got that. Don't want to go anywhere just at this point. See, the idea of coming up here around level 25 to 28 is not it's not a prospect anyone would raise. I'm not saying it's not doable. You can travel this road and mobs can be dead, but you've got level 30 raptors either side of the road and other nasties here and abouts. So it's not a wonderful trip, but people do it because, of course, people want to do the dungeon in Silverpine. What's it called? Shadowfang Keep. And if you want to do Shadowfang Keep as Alliance, you've got to do this run on foot, no less. So that's Stromgarde up there. A few quests in there. Small quest hub. You buy your first aid book there as well, as I remember. Is it the first aid book or the cooking book? I can't remember. Yeah, it's the first aid book. And it's hairy because there are nasty rogues up there. So here we go. It's quiet in Arathi. Someone's been killing raptors. Oh, hang on. I should be alright. I shouldn't aggro these, being level 32. But again, you know, you're level 26. They're coming. And they're going to dismount. Well, you won't be demounted at that point, but they're going to slow you down. You might be corpse running. So now we cross through here at Thoradin's Wall into Hillsbrad Foothills, and things calm down a bit. There are mobs crossing the road here, but they're a bit less troubling. Level 26 bear. You probably still, I mean, these spiders as well, 24. You probably have to fight something if you're on foot as an alliance, but it wouldn't be too terrible at this point. And just as I said, no Forsaken Courier. Now, if you recognise this bit later on, this is, of course, Durnhold Keep, and that's where you fight when you do Old Hillsbrad Foothills. You land here on the dragon, and you go in through there to free Thrall. And this iteration of WoW, of course, is further in the future, and this is a ruin occupied by the Syndicate people. So here we are, Southshore. And that's where we're headed. So we're going to head down the road into the Southshore. We're going to pick up the flight path, and we're going to turn in our quest to Lawmaster Dibs. Lots of quests here. This is a main quest hub for leveling. Level 38 red quest at Southshore. So we've made it. Oops, forgot the flight path. So, Lawmaster Dibs, where are you? There he is. We're going to complete Southshore.
What can I do for you?
Ah, yes, I remember Milton. A bookworm, no doubt. Bless him. And he's right. The ruins of Alterac still hold stores of knowledge in danger of being lost. Ogres now dwelling Alterac, and they don't care much for higher learning. So we got 1,462 XP for turning that in. So we get the quest Preserving Knowledge. Those beastly ogres now reside within Alterac's ruins, and I shudder to think what they're doing with the precious books still there. You must recover what you can. So it says, enter the ruins of Alterac and search for the tomes looted by the ogres. Get whatever you can find and bring them to me, but also seek one book in particular, the Arm of Gri'lek. It contains ancient troll lore that I must learn, and the ruins of Alterac was the last known location of an intact copy of this book. So we've got to bring 5 recovered tomes and the one leather book containing the Arm of Gri'lek back to this guy. So,
Be careful.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just see what kind of level of quest we've got here. Oof, it's red. But I'm not one to shy away from a challenge. So we're going to go up to the Alterac Mountains. Let's have a look at our map. Up here at Durnhold Keep, so that means us going back across here, of trying watching the patrol along this path from Tarren Mill. So I'm going to put a waypoint there, and we're going to do our best to get some of these tomes and the one leather book there. And what I'm hoping here is that there'll be some people, be other adventurers there. So let's see how we can do this at level 32. So here's the ogres, and they're level 35, so this is gonna be challenging. See what we can get here. Oop. I'll be drinking after every mob here, I can tell. So these guys drop the recovered tomes. Got to be very careful with my pulling at this point. So let's get some of these edge guys. There's one. See, what I'm prepared to do here, when to get the tome, the book, is run in, die, and then corpse run to get it. And then teleport out, perhaps. Getting good XP for the kills, have to say that. Ooh, 36. Well, I'm lucky to hit him with these. And that. Could have at least dropped a tome for all that effort, but not to worry. Bit of a poor drop rate. God, he's just high. Look at this low drop rate. It's terrible, isn't it? Me and Zor, my questing partner, we call this Wogtails. And we call it Wogtails because the Wogtails quest in Terracar is one of the worst drop rates ever in our experience. Now, last time we did it, it wasn't too painful, but... And I have done that one in Swift Time. Like 100% almost drop rate, but mostly it's awful. So every time we come across a low drop rate quest, we call it Wogtails. Wow. Oops. Nearly died. Don't like dying. Haven't died much on FYZZ. Survivability's been strong, but we're in a tough zone here. So I think there's one in here. Yeah, there he is. He's a 36 again. See, it's worse when the first shot resists. So everything's hit this time. Down he goes. And there's still only one tome. This is almost as bad as Wogtails, if not worse. This is probably another reason the guides just don't take you to this quest. Or most of them don't. I know Zygote, I'm pretty sure Zygote doesn't include this. Because the first part is a random drop, the old book. The guides tend to assume you haven't received it. And don't want you to have you grinding mobs in Duskwood just to get it. So, because that's not efficient. So, it's nice to be doing this one. It was always in vanilla, in the vanilla 1 to 60 questing guides, because it was a good source of XP. But TBC, they took it out, because you're getting more XP than you did back then. Oh god, these guys are high level down here. If they're any more than 36, that'll be tough. Oh god, a resistor. Everything's resisting here. I'm gonna have to pull out all the stops. Got you that time, son. Alright then. And that was a tough one. Didn't even have a tone. Terrible. Okay, we've got to be very careful here. Oh, there's somebody here. Now that might be good. That might be really helpful for the books. The book I've got to pick down here. Alright. Oh, 37 I can't even think about. What about this one? 37. 38. So now I've got to think about, is there a back way in for this thing? It's there. I know what it is. There's a little hut entrance there, and I've got to get in there. So, wow. Well, how opportune is that? They killed him, so not that opportune. So I'm going to go in here. Weathered book, it's in that house then, I guess, or this one. Let's go for it. Wow. Well, blattered there, but I'm further in. So this is what we used to do in the old days. Oh, nice, handy local. Well done, Blizzard. For once you put the spirit healer next door to where I died. Well, that's good. So let's see. First of all, I'm going to check out where I'm running to. This is what I remember doing this in the old days and even in vanilla. So you get close, you corpse run, and then you have a look around. So my book, my weathered book, it looks like it's, I won't see it as in death, but it's gonna be, could be up there. I think it's gonna be in this fireplace here. Or actually it could be in there. Let's have a look inside this building. There's gonna be mobs. I'll have to run in here again and die. Probably. So let's see. So yeah, the old weathered book. It's going to be up here somewhere, or on the floor. It might even spawn something when you pick it, but there might even be a huge monster in there. Well, let's see. How close can I get? Oh crap, in combat already. Let's just get in the ruddy building. And there's a level 40 mob called Muckrake here. And he's gonna aggro, unless I could sheep him. He's probably going to resist. We'll give this one more go. If I can't do it, I'm going to have to return to it later on. So let's try again. What I'm thinking is, maybe I could go behind the building and res and buff up and heal up, and then get in there and sheep him. If we can get through the front door without aggro, so you see I can get quite close to where my corpse is. Maybe even here would do. I mean, is he going to pull from there? Send something at him. Shit. So it's that bookcase. I've just got to get him for long enough, so it is possible. So I'm going to try that again. Yeah, I know. Give up now, FYZZ. You'll be broke soon, but no, I won't give up now. Let's have a bit of a challenge here. So this guy can obviously be sheeped, and I've just got to be fast on. So we'll go back up here again. I've just got to be fast on picking the bookcase. So buff up again. I mean, the man shield did well there, I thought. Unfortunately, I tried the explosive sheep to occupy him. Unfortunately, it broke the sheep. So, that wasn't good. It's sheep Muckrake. No! Ah! Ah! This guy. Last chance. If I can just get the just be quicker. I mean, it looks like a long pick. How much is it? 15 seconds. If I could just get the sheep, hope for the sheep to hold, then this could work. Okay, this is the last go, because it does feel as though I need to be higher level, but I need to get a lucky sheep. So let's try it. If I can pull him out here and sheep him, that might be a better idea. Come in, that worked. Yes! Come on! May even escape. Nah, I'm not escaping. Ooh. Now we got frickin' Yetis. I'm out of combat. Holy cow, guys. let's just jump down here. Let's just slow fall it. Oh gosh. We're on Misty Shore. Wow, I actually did it. So I outwitted the level 40 mob. So why did that work this time? Well, because I pulled him away from my target, sheeped him there, lucky, it worked first time, and that meant that when he came around, it took some time for him to lumber along to where I was. That gave me just enough time to pick up the worn leather book from in there, and so now I'm going to go and turn that in. So your red quest here, preserving knowledge. Oh right, so I've got the book. I've still got to go back up there and get more tomes. So let's head back up there to get more tomes now I've come to safety. Oh, actually, maybe this way around might be quicker. Oh, Horde Place. 33 Elite, Manti Vicious. Which sounds rather like vicious, doesn't it? Can we go through here? Can we get back up here? Can we wall jump? No, not on the back of that, anyway. Whew! My heart's pounding a little after that. That was heavy going. So my plan here is return back to the Ogres. 36. And there they are. So if I can get up here. Headshot. Recovered tome, and we'll innovate. I always say that, don't I? Evocate. Not a druid. And a quick bandage. One more recovered tome needed, and then we can go back to Southshore and turn in. What's this guy doing? Patrol. Oh, he's level 36. Amazing. Look at that. He's good shot to start with. He's patrolling directly towards me. I mean, how likely is that? Didn't even have a tome on him. Rubbish. And there's the last one. So, what's going to be the quickest way for me to get the heck out of here? Strambrad's going to be hairy because it's full of rogues that are going to want to attack me, and I'm not in the right place here. So, I'm going to say I'm going to have to teleport to Ironforge. Cheat a bit here because I'm a mage, but why not? If I've got the abilities, and then just fly back to Southshore. Okay, so we're back in Southshore. Cheated a bit there, but it's not cheating if you've got the ability to do it. I think that saved me a few fights and a few dismounts maybe. So we're back with Lawmaster Dibs.
He's on our friend.
We're turning in, we've got our 5 recovered tomes. And what he said, I wish I could search the ruins too. Yeah. But I fear these bones wouldn't hold me during my climb up the mountains. However, how does your hunt for knowledge progress, Fizz? Well, I got what you asked for, mate. Yep, oh, you got them spread blade. I must begin studying the Arm of Gri'lek immediately. So I complete that. And then return to Milton. So we're going back to Stormwind for 85 silver in return, and we've gained 7,350 for turning that in. So accept that, and have to, oops, wrong one. Teleport to Stormwind. And so, here we are, back with Milton Sheaf.
Hello.
At Stormwind Library. Return to Milton. Fizz, you've returned. He's delighted. How did your foray into Alterac go? Did you bring anything back with you? So, I've got the Tomes of Alterac. And he says, my, oh my, look at these. I can't believe they survived the ruination of Alterac. And all those ogres too. Thank you, Fizz. Thank you so much. You have helped preserve human knowledge, and you add to the grandeur of the Royal Storm course for the Alliance. We're going to get 85 silver and 7,350 XP, and that's the end of that particular quest. So it's a short chain quest. What is the point of it, you say? Well, it is simply to take you from Stormwind and introduce you to Southshore. It's a way of getting you there and giving you something to do when you get there and when you come back. Now most people don't do it because you can get it so at such a low level to begin with, and then you run into what you saw with me. I mean, you're at level 32. You reach those ogres in their keep, and quite frankly, you're going to you're just going to quit at that point. You might even abandon the quest. There's Princess. I know what that quest is. So once Princess Tyriona, who's a robot, and she's gonna get this guy to come out, Gregor Lescova. He needs to wait out there. This guy from Leroy. He doesn't really get it. He's supposed to hide with the gnome and have him betrayed, and then kill him and his friend. So that's the end of that quest chain. We'll do more. And the very beginning to 86% complete on FYZZ at this level. Okay, to finish this video, I've decided to, because we're so close to leveling a few bars, I've decided to go ahead and hand in some of the quests I've already completed from the last FYZZ outing, and that should ding us, and then we can move straight on to the next bit of leveling with FYZZ. So that's what I'm going to do. So here I am still with Milton Sheaf, and I'm going to head now over to Darkshire and hand in a bunch of quests there. So actually, before I do that, I'm going to just quickly check the map and make sure that's where I am handing them all in. Where is Darkshire? Down here. So 1, 2, 3 supplies from Darkshire won't get me much. Walking in the Woods, the Night Watch, and Look to the Stars. I'm hoping handing those in will get me where I want to go. So off we go to Darkshire. Okay, so here we are in Darkshire. Well, it's gloomy as always, but raining again, just to make it even gloomier. So first of all, Look to the Stars. We got Zarkval's Ogre Monocle, and let's see what Victoria Prismantras has for us. So there's the Ogre Monocle, and 2 reasonably good quest rewards here. The Zodiac Gloves. I won't be replacing my Azure Silk gloves with them for obvious reasons. And the Belt of the Stars. Now that's really good. 6 strength and 6 stamina if you're a male wearer at this point. So warriors and paladins, well, rep paladins, any of them really, not holy perhaps. And warriors leveling, gonna want to get that. So a good one. Complete quest. And it says, oh, choose my reward. So I'm going to choose the higher value item, which is, as Zygo is telling me, the Belt of the Stars.
Or the Alliance.
Okay, so that's 1 turn in. So let's do the next one. I'm going to turn in that low level quest to Madam Eva because I'm thinking the guide has bypassed it. Oops. It's called Supplies for Darkshire. And what the guide will do is will log these turn-ins. So when I come to them on the Zygo guide, they'll just be green when I get to them, and it will skip them.
Need help?
Supplies from Darkshire, we've got that. So that was the ghost hair thread one. So I'm thinking maybe we've skipped that because it's too low level. So I'm not going to accept the follow-up for the ghost hair thread. I'm just going to leave that, and if the guide tells us to go back and do it, we'll go back and do it. Okay, now it's the night watch.
Need help?
And this might be it. Ooh, Dee Dee, look at that. I'm at 100%. I am literally... Look at that. I'm literally 96 XP from the end. So, let's see. So, we will get this quest next time around. I'll take it now. It'll save us a bit of travel. And it's good for... Well, it gives you a bag. This one, 10 slot bag, gunny sack of the night watch. But for anyone with ammo, particularly hunters, first really good ammo pouch or quiver for your arrows with range attack speed increase of 11%. That's good for you guys. So I'll accept it because I know it's further down in the guide. And again, the guide will know I picked that up, and it'll just skip the option to do that. So we'll just close that down. And last one to get me dinged is going to be Worgen in the Woods. Now here I'm going to maybe have a look at picking up the next one. It's not in the guide.
Need help?
It's the quest to kill Gutspill. Yeah, ding dong. So let's get into our frost tree, and we're now going for improved cone of cold. Damage increase there. Thank you very much. Here's the rewards for this. Oh no, that's the next one. Worgen in the Woods. So here is a wand. Not an upgrade for me with my Scorching Wand, but you might want to do this. So I'm going to show the end-to-end Worgen in the Woods quest chain on Maldrin. I'll just do it all in one go so you can see the steps and take a gander at the quest rewards. I don't want that cloak. I certainly don't want that shield, but paladins, actually even low-level tanks could maybe use that Shield of the Faith. It's not a bad looking little shield, isn't it? Nice colours. So I'm not going to take that for the moment, because you've got to go and kill Gutspill. So that's it. We are level 33, and we're getting closer to that all-important milestone for FYZZ, which is the level 35, because at level 35 I can remax engineering and remax tailoring and maybe get some really nice new gadgets and nice new gear as well. So that's it. See you next time on FYZZ. Is Warcraft Dad?
Oh,